experience? Book your hunt of a lifetime today with Highland Outfitters, LLC. Located in Highland, Wyoming, 50 miles west of Casper. Their location in central Wyoming gives you access to some of the best hunting areas in the state. Highland specializes in archery hunts for elk and antelope. Their operations include Wyoming, Texas, and Africa. Highland Outfitters employs some of the finest guides in the business. All guides are licensed by the Wyoming Board of Professional Outfitters and Guides. No matter what the species you decide to hunt, you can count on your guide giving you 110% of being the true professional guide from start to finish. Book your hunt today at 307-797-3311 or 307-797-3312. Visit them on the web at HighlandOutfitters.com. With Highland Outfitters, you will get the true Western adventure.
Folks, welcome to another episode of On the Limb Podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls, where deer camp becomes a reality for every listener. Join us as we talk God, family, country, and everything outdoors. Kick back, relax, and have a listen. Now, here's your host and co-host, Mike and Dan.
Well, folks, welcome back to the show. It's a little over 2 weeks of turkey season left here in West Virginia.
The hardest season I've ever had.
Yep, that's what I've heard so far from Caleb and a couple other people, including you, Dan. So this evening, we're going to be talking to Larry Case about shotguns. But first, Dan's going to tell us about some of our partners and promo codes.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Remember, we now have both audio and video versions of our podcast on the premier Carbon TV streaming platform. So give us a like, listen, follow us there. And guys, don't forget, check out troutroutes.com and use promo code NATURE26 and get 3 months membership for free. Trout Routes is one of our great app partners where you can find new waters, new places, and new access points. That is available on both Apple and Android platforms. So go download that and get your 3 months for free, guys.
Caleb, check your mic out there real quick. Try it again.
Try me now.
Yeah.
There we go.
I've had the wrong one muted, so you're good.
I guess that you're just trying to keep him quiet.
Yeah.
He's normally quiet anyhow because he's not here. I mean, he's like Dave.
Yeah. I mean, I've been acting like him Longbeards.
Not showing up.
Not showing up. Not saying a peep.
Just staying real quiet.
I heard that.
Oh,
hey,
well.
I will say I did actually have some gobbling Saturday. That's the first time in 2 weeks I've heard any gobblers on my hill.
I've had 8 turkeys in West Virginia in gun range and have yet to squeeze a trigger.
Well, that's your fault then.
It's not my fault. I got to see them, but like I can hear them.
Yeah.
And like just getting them to peek their head up over the hill or around the hill. I don't know. I was telling Skylar, I called a hen past. I was telling Mike this today as well. I called a hen past a Longbeard.
Wow.
Like he was at like 80. I sit in real tight on him. Got in real tight on him. Nice. Sat down and a hen called her across like in front of him. And he just like sat there and gobbled. And she over there with like 6 yards. Like just,
wow. Mike, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, I was going to talk about it, but we don't have the time. We got to jump right into Larry.
All right. Get it.
So, Larry, tell us a little bit about your extensive knowledge on shotguns and your outdoor riding history.
Wow. No pressure.
No. None at all.
right to the fire.
Mike, first, thank you very much for having me. You're kind enough to having me on here. And I really appreciate it. As you know, I was a DNR officer for way too many years. And during my time, I spent a lot of time as a training officer, which a lot of our guys do, for shotgun, rifle, and pistol. And did, quite a bit of shotgun stuff. For us, it was usually the tried and true Remington 870.
Oh, yeah.
That the officers carry. And as far as I know, they still have one issued. And, excuse me, I'm going to apologize. You can tell I picked last week in another turkey camp to get choked up. So
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why we canceled the last one. The other one was because you had some guests coming in.
Is even worse than usual, if that's possible. So I spent a lot of time with shotguns and other guns, but when I'm tired, bright idea. Maybe I always thought about it. I don't know. I was going to start writing, and it would be, of course, guns and hunting and outdoors, wildlife, good stuff like that.
Sure.
And a gun writer who I knew at the time, he's in the gun writing world. This was over 10 years ago. And he said, hey, it's just an idea. Maybe you want to place yourself a little more in the shotgun lane. There seems to be right now a little more room there. It's not ARs and not fancy black pistols and that look like a Glock and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I did whatever and done more stuff about shotguns than other stuff, other writing endeavors. And, along the line, even somebody like me has learned something,
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I've been around a lot of shotgun companies, met a lot of people in the industry, been to, excuse me, several factories, manufacturing sites. And that's really what I've been doing the past 10 or 12 years.
Right. Now, if you don't care, discuss some of the versatility and popularity of shotguns across the hunting sports, hunting and home defense, clay shooting, slug guns, all of that.
I'm sorry, I can't always hear you. That you said touch on that.
Yeah, if you don't care, touch on that a little bit.
I don't care at all. You probably already know. I mean, you touched on it. The shotgun is considered the versatile weapon.
Sure.
Only because of the different types of ammo you can shoot in it. Okay. So there's always a big controversy. Gun writers have to have something to talk about, like any right, and they have to have something to argue about. And oh boy, do they love to argue. And there's always this saying, I've done a lot, if I may say this, and I will, I've done a lot of work pieces on home defense. I'm the guy that comes out, shotgun is absolutely the best home defense weapon, okay? Because almost all of your home defense situations are in very, very short range. That's where the shotgun shines. And there's always people that, the people love their ARs. I like ARs too.
Oh, yeah. They've got their places.
Nothing against them, but home defense, when something goes bump in the night and that you're familiar with, you have to put that in there, that you shot and trained with a little bit. It's the best. You get, the old standard double up round is it's around 9 of 33 caliber rounds that you get in one shell.
Mm-hmm.
If you shoot one time, you got about 9 rounds of 33 caliber going out there. And the more you shoot, it just keeps multiplying. Okay. You can shoot that or bird shot in a home defense setting. And, we could go on whatever you can argue, like turkey hunting, how to do this or how to do that. And a lot of people like the bird shot for short range things in the home.
Yeah.
I probably am one of those acolytes. And so it's very, very versatile. I went to Alaska in 2017, maybe. I got to go there. I met a guy at guns, and they're considered, one of the greatest training. And I met a guy from Alaska DNR. He had me up there, and they're very much into the bear defense up there. They train Alaska DNR, Alaska Fish and Game, the people that make some maps.
Yes, yeah.
All these people, because when they're in the bush up there, there ain't nobody around.
Right. Just you and bears.
They have a lot of big bears, as you probably know, that if you catch them on the wrong day, they will chew you up. And they have trained hundreds, probably thousands of people by now. They're very big on a 12 gauge pump shotgun. That's the standard Alaskan carry in the bush. And they really like slugs for the bears, but it's very versatile. They can put shot in it. If they're a long time in the bush, they can put bird shot and kill game to eat. The point is, it's a very versatile weapon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was watching a video the other day, speaking of how versatile. Apparently a 13 millimeter socket fits directly in a 12 gauge shell.
Didn't really know that, but
I've seen it.
But I wouldn't want to get hit with one. Okay.
No, definitely not.
Not at all. I don't.
Good Lord.
They did shoot it. I'm wanting to say it did a lot of tumbling compared to obviously a slug is gonna.
I would think
Comes out. I still 13 millimeter socket coming at you do some damage.
Yeah.
Well, those guys for the big bears especially, they're big on slugs, and there's some slugs out there now, different brands that are really wicked. I mean, steel slugs, and what they want, on dangerous game is penetration. And at range, you certainly get that the 12 gauge big slug.
So, Larry, I think we've hit on basically the point that I was going to make next at how essential a shotgun is to every outdoor enthusiast. So I'll let Dan go ahead and hit on our first shotgun that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so some of the best shotguns from 2025 and 2026. One of them was the Beretta 686 Silver Pigeon. What makes that shotgun so great? I mean, I know it's known for reliability, balance. It's great for upland hunting and clay shooting, but what else does it offer to make it one of the top guns of the last year?
Well, one of the things I said I would do when I started writing, and I have a little buddy in the trade, and I think I told you before about Elliot. His site is screenshot.com. He does some really good review, and we made a pact a long time ago that we would be real. And you know what it means to be real. You got to tell the truth. I am not overly familiar with that Beretta.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I think I had somebody the other day that had one. I'm sure there's not a thing wrong with I have this thing, we all in the gun and everything world, we always want, what's the best? What is the best one?
The one
what
that you use and practice with the most?
what is the best? Here, I always love, I've done a lot of work on this, the best shell, choke, and gun combination. It's the one that you experiment with and shoot that does the best for you.
Yep.
and that's not trying to get out of anything. It's just there's a lot of good shotguns out there, guys.
It really comes down to the specific person.
Yeah.
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 You know, I might not choose the Beretta. I may. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Beretta turns rank, but you know, it don't do anything for me. So I didn't really answer your question, but I'm not overly.
Yeah, you did. I mean,
Oh, you're good.
like you said, you got to be honest with it. That was your review. You don't know enough about it, so I mean, you can't really speak on it.
So one of the ones that we're going to talk about now,
I know you know.
We're going to get to the ones that you like down there here in just a little bit, Larry.
Yeah.
Next one is the Remington 870. That's like a tried and true. That's one of the ones that we grew up with.
Hey, that's what I had to replace that one I won with in Wyoming to make sure I got a kill.
You sure did, yeah. What was the one you won? What was it?
It was
It was a good brand.
Oh yeah, it was a Weatherby 20 gauge double barrel side by side.
I mean, you talking about a nice gun, but he just wasn't familiar with it.
Yep, hadn't shot it enough. I patterned it a little bit.
Yeah.
Was shooting decent with it, but just not good enough to be comfortable enough yet. So
Remington 870, greatest shotgun of all time. My mind can't be changed.
What do you think, Larry?
I don't care if you're killing doves or turkeys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never put it in like home defense. Like I hear they're pretty good. I mean, I love them. They're cheap. They always
been saying it's pretty good for home defense.
No, he's saying he don't know about home defense, but like, you know, turkey hunting, ducks, basically anything really.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to make a wisecrack about the 870. I'm not familiar with that, but if you're going to talk about shotguns, you know, and you don't know an 870, the big hook needs to come out and drag you off the stage. I mean,
oh, really?
Most popular shotgun, right now, but outsold. I mean, I've written many, not that matters. But I've written a bunch of stuff about an 870. And at one time, you know, it sold more than any other shotgun. Mossberg has something to say about that. They may crowd in there and say the 500 has sold as many, and it have. Okay. Say the 870 came out in 1953, and when it came out, 53 or 55, I can't remember. This took, I mean, Remington just hit it out of the park, you know. It was after the Model 12, the Remington 31, who's a fantastic pump gun. I got a couple of them. They wanted something quicker. Yeah, it's a big reason the 870, sadly, but we were lucky because we didn't get junk, you know.
Yeah.
The Wingmaster, of course, was the original version. The deep, beautiful bluing, the real pretty wood, the Wingmaster, and there's 870 in closets all over America.
All over America.
You know.
So one of the things, Larry, listen to this. So we looked up ChatGPT on how many was sold and how popular they are. But it also says in what made it so popular is its reliability. It'll run dirty, wet, cold, and perfect for West Virginia conditions.
Well, yeah. What that means that I would say yes, Dolly. And now, I got to be honest, I was raised on an 870.
Yeah.
I can even remember the time when I had one shotgun. And guess what it was?
870.
And it was Master, you know, in the early 90s, the Express model came out.
Yes, sir. Yep.
870, and it's taken a lot of flack, but those things, and that one of mine has done everything but be used for a boat paddle, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure some 870 Expresses out there have been.
Yeah.
I
Been out
dare,
in the water and on the duck boats.
and I dare say it killed a couple turkeys,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it's a great shotgun. The pump gun, very reliable. I personally get in the realm, this is my opinion, where a lot of the automatics, semi-autos can be considered, as reliable as the pump guns. People argue with that. I want them to argue so we can have something to talk about.
Yeah.
But like the bear guys, I told you I went to Alaska and took the classes with those guys. This was for defending brown bears and black bears. And the Remington 870 short barrel with slugs is standard carry up there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Larry, we're going to take a break real quick, hear a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back, talk some more shotguns.
Thank you.
This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Longspur Tracking and Outfitting. Longspur has 28 trackers covering 9 states: West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Illinois, and Iowa. Check them out for all your tracking needs on their Facebook page or visit them at www.whitetaildeertracking.com or contact them today at 304-439-1659. Longspur Tracking and Outfitting, www.whitetaildeertracking.com or 304-439-1659. Contact them today. All right, guys, we're back with Larry Case, retired captain with the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources, and we're talking shotguns this evening. We're in the thick of turkey season, so we figured we'd bring on, Larry to talk about the best shotguns of 2025 and 2026 because he was at the SHOT Show.
Right.
So he knows what was good last year and what was good this year. We're going to talk about some of his favorites here in a minute, but Dan's going to talk about some of our promo codes again here in a minute.
Yep, guys, go check out aquacase.net. Use promo code podcast15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. They are your waterproof case and bag experts. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Carbon TV, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. We are there.
Yeah, so just to give a little update real quick, I'm going to mention it real quick. Appalachian Bowhunter Challenge. I was in Gent, West Virginia. If we get more time at the end to talk about it, I will. But I've got a time schedule tonight, so I've got to be out of here by 7. But we were up at the Appalachian Bowhunters Challenge. Man, you talk about an amazing event. So just to let people know, our reach is getting out there like crazy in numbers. So we went up 6,000 from what we was for the month while we were in Gent, just at that location.
Yeah.
And right now we're running around 37,000 views throughout just our Facebook page.
Yep,
that doesn't include YouTube. YouTube stays around 17,500 a month.
Yeah.
And it stays steady there because I monitor it. And if it goes below that, then I'm trying to post more videos. But it ranges about 100 hours of watch time.
That's awesome.
That people are watching. So, with thanks to all of our partners out there, and you can see all of them on the screen now at one time. We've got our backgrounds up there, so we don't have to keep posting little screenshots of their logos and stuff there. But everybody's up there right now, so you can check them out and visit those.
Yeah. So, Larry, back to you. You was talking about, the 870 pump guns, great. But nowadays, these semi-automatics are kind of keeping up. So talk a little bit about the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3.
Well, the Benelli, you guys know all this, SBE. I mean, it's one of those iconic shotguns. Okay, there are people. I found this out on the trail that has a very loyal following of waterfowl hunters and turkey hunters. There are Duck hunters. I'd like to be a bigger duck hunter, but I'm not. We don't really have it in West Virginia. That's a shock to you, but I've traveled a little for it. But the Super Black Eagle, I mean, there are guys that duck hunt with it. You know, if you say anything against the Benelli SVE, they'll fight you on the courthouse lawn and give you an hour to draw a crowd. I mean, they just, it is a very reliable, meaning mud, dirt, gunk. And it is, you guys know this, basically two types of semi-autos. Inertia guns, which the Benelli is an inertia gun. And now I'm really simplifying it, okay? And I'm not an engineer and I don't make shotguns, but it's basically a big spring mechanism inside the gun, the receiver. And on some of inertia guns, going back toward the stock, where the force of the round going off pushes backwards, and that spring everything back forward, which grabs all the goodies, that makes it reach. It ejects the spent shell. It reaches with the lifter and grabs the new shell coming up on the lifter, jams it in the chamber, and you're ready to go again. And it's very reliable. It was invented by an Italian guy that I used to remember. He's a Bruno something, okay? And I mean, way back, a long time ago. And it's basically kind of sort of the same make, and it's very reliable, and dirt and crud and everything. And what it's known for, you don't have to be cleaning it all the time, okay? And that's one reason the Benelli, I'd say the biggest reason personally, is so popular with people. Like, I mean, nobody gets, does to a shotgun what real duck hunters do.
Right.
The mud and the blood and the Labrador slobber and just whatever, I mean, turkey, we're hard on them in turkey hunting, but not like a duck hunter. And they're very reliable. Gas guns, the other major division, as you know, is gas operated, and it's a more complex system in the gun. Down here, kind of, I can think tonight, guys, like you're going into the magazine, but there's some tubes and cutoff valves. Amazing me the work has been since before the 1100. The Remington 100 was a classic.
Oh yeah, it was.
And
I'm surprised
because of some of the tubes and the little holes, the gas cutouts and everything. It uses the force of the round to eject and put the new shell in, but it also blows some of them off. And almost all gas guns are a little softer shooting than a pump gun, okay, or an inertia gun. A pump gun, most people think, will kick your head off compared to most gas guns, okay? And it's kind of, I probably didn't explain it very well. That's kind of sort of the reason why it exits the force, if you will, that you would feel in recoil.
Right.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Mike.
So, Larry, one of your, I don't even know how to pronounce this, the Spandau Arms S2 turkey shotgun.
Yes. So I try to make it quick. When I walked into SHOT this past January, there's always something getting most of the buzz.
Yeah.
So I
That
immediately,
was the new buzz of 2026 was this Spandau.
Yeah, Spandau.
yeah,
And one of the big reasons is because it kind of is similar to the Benelli M2, like we was talking a couple weeks ago, Larry.
it certainly is. And I've talked to the Spandau people a little bit, and they don't, and I don't blame them. They don't really want to characterize it as a Benelli clone, which, that's what I was hearing on the floor.
Yeah.
Have you seen this Benelli clone? And I'll take it one step farther, and I'm going to be doing some work with this gun. Love to talk to you about it. They did the same thing with a Remington 700.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe the most iconic deer rifle,
Yeah,
toss up between it and a Model 70 Winchester.
sure.
But it's a Remington 700 clone. Well, it is, but it actually has a lot of interchangeable parts
Yeah.
with, if you got an old 870 or a 700 laying around. This Spandau shotgun, they call it the S2, has interchangeable parts with some Benelli M2 stuff.
Okay.
So I don't want to say anything wrong, for the Spandau people, but that's kind of sort of getting close to a clone. And the big thing is, I think so far, I've shot it some, I've hunted with it a little bit. It's a nice shotgun, and hold it up to a Benelli M2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some differences, but this is going to be a big, and I think it's brilliant marketing for them. I had it in an article I just did, and I can't remember what I did with it. I want to say MSRP 563 or something.
Yeah, we were just looking it up there because I know you talked about it, and I forgot about looking it up last time we talked to you about that gun. And I know you talked about the ACAR or ACAR as well.
Yes.
And they was one of the top 20 and top shotguns of the year too here recently.
Well, if you want to talk a little bit about the ICAR, and I know I'm talking too much, guys.
No.
You can't.
Knowledge people need to know.
To me, it's part of the story, and maybe you heard me. For many years, I was fortunate. I ran around with a guy named Dave Miller, who was at CZ.
Yes.
CZ shotgun guy. This guy is a shotgun shooting piece of machinery. I mean, I think he lives, eats, and breathes shotguns. I mean, it's just, I don't know how to describe him, but for many years, he was CZ USA, their shotgun guy. And in my opinion, and I'm going to say this, in my opinion, but I'm right, he brought CZ out of the dark ages.
Yeah.
Developed so many nice shotguns for them. I mean, 10 years ago, I don't think you were hearing much about CZ.
No, but I think you had a part to play in that too. If you search Larry Case on Facebook or Google, you come up with a CZ photo of you and in the turkey woods with a CZ shotgun.
Well, I mean, it was because I got to go along with Dave.
Yeah.
Really had some adventures. I was there in 2015 or I don't know. He set a world record with shooting. You can look it up. The most clays in 1 hour. I got to go to that. It was the dangest thing you've ever seen. It was this huge event, and he basically shot continuously for 1 hour. He set the Guinness Book of Records. The previous record was like, I don't know, 5,000 or something. He shot like 14,000 or something.
Oh,
Hit for clays. And he did. It was like many nice upland guns and competition, target, trap and seat, shotguns. Dave would just, well, time goes by. And for whatever reason, they had a lot of changes in 3 to 5 years. But Dave Miller, he finally popped up and left there. And he got in this deal with this company, ICAR, which truthfully, they were one of the ones making quite a few of the shotguns for CC.
Okay.
Now, there's a whole speech here, and I don't want to dwell on it. This thing, Turkish shotguns. There are people who will they'll just blaspheme you if you want to talk about a Turkish made gun. We are not where we are on Turkish made firearms that we were 10 or 15 years ago. Way back when, there probably was a lot of junk. Okay. Yeah. They're making some nice stuff now. And CZ had some nice stuff. And they know this new company, ICAR USA, and they have a full line. I mean, he's got upland guns and turkey guns and home defense, and I don't know what all, to be honest with you. But if Dave Miller's pushing it, in my opinion, you can be pretty sure it's going to be a nice shotgun.
You're right.
So we talking about the ACAR. We was talking about that Sharp Turkey. Now, I think that's the one you like the most, but they also have the Backcountry Magnum. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, just real quick, the Sharp Spur is the pump gun, and it's in like 12, 20, 14, 28. Miller's really big on the 28 gauge. There's a story behind that. But it's a nice little pump gun. To mention that, it's an optic on our turkey gun. A lot of us do. Yeah. And it was genius. I know it was Miller's idea. The cut, I don't know if you can see it on the picture. Hold, please. I have one here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
Oh, yeah.
He engineered this cut on the back of the receiver down here. It installs the integrated Picatinny rail here. So what this does, what we've, in my opinion, always wanted to do, optics, we want to get them down lower into our line of sight.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And this right here, I mean, it's genius. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Yeah.
That's on the Sharp Spur, which is a pump gun. And the other one you're talking about is what? The Backcountry Magnum.
Yes, sir.
And it is a real nice little over and under. You can either over and unders. I want to say this real quick, and I know I'm boring you to death.
Also, that's a breakdown.
Yeah, it's an over and under.
I got you. Okay.
Double barrel over and one on top of the other. So I got to tell you this. It's getting to be several years. I was riding. We're all hunting this morning, hunting morning with these guys. And Jim Crumley.
Oh yeah.
Now you
know Jim.
know who that is.
Yep.
He invented tree bark, the first hunting camera.
Mm-hmm.
His wife were the nicest guy in the world. And they were both carrying over and unders. I'm like, it's quite a while ago. And I said, hey, what's the deal? You know, he said, their theory, you know, 2 barrels, you can have 2 different chokes.
Right. Yep.
And Miller incorporated this into some of his over and unders. You can agree with it or not. There's lots of ways, but you can have one for close and far. Most of us have a big tight choke for when he's out there, but what if he steps up at 12 or 15 yards?
Yeah.
More open choke, and you can switch to that. And that was the first I'd ever heard of that when Crumley told me.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people maybe are going to or want, you know, a side-by-side shotgun for turkey hunting. Maybe.
Right. So let's discuss a little bit about ergonomics. What's the importance of a fit and the comfort for the shooter for choosing the right shotgun for them?
Well, that's a really good question, he said. And that's very important with any firearm, but especially with shotgun. You guys touched on something earlier about what shotgun you like. In my humble hillbilly opinion, minute we pick up a shotgun, we're in the store in Cabela's or pawn shop or Uncle Fred's, or the minute we put it up, it either feels right or it doesn't. And if you're a shooter, you've done that. You know what I'm talking about. It is usually connected to the LP, length pull.
Right.
If it's too long, you know, you picked up a shotgun and the length of pull is usually considered from the trigger to the butt pad. And if that space is too long, the gun doesn't fit you.
Yeah.
And it's harder to shoot a shotgun and hit anything if it doesn't fit you. And if I may, on a turkey gun, length pull is very important because you try, if you get a youth gun or something, because, you know, in turkey hunting, we don't shoot a shotgun like we do shooting doves on the field. We're not shooting standing at flying targets.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting on our hind end. We're usually crunched up into a pretzel, and we're really shooting it like a rifle.
Yeah.
Well, from that sitting position, you need a reduced length.
Mm-hmm.
If it's constantly fighting the right hand for a right hand shooter, you're continuing to grab. It's called crawling up the stock.
Okay. Yep.
If you cut an inch or so off your length of pull, it's much more comfortable. Several years ago, Remington came out with the V3 turkey gun, but it was a turkey gun. And in my opinion, it was about an inch and a half off the standard stock. And it was very comfortable to sit and shoot.
Right.
And there you have it.
So, Larry, our gauge selections when it comes to shotguns, you've obviously got the 12 gauge, the 20 gauge, and the 410. What do you see? Do you see the 410 becoming a little more popular than it used to be for turkey hunting? because in my day and time, it was basically your first gun when you were starting out deer hunting.
It was a squirrel gun when you were real little.
Yeah, squirrel gun as well.
Well,
The
it's
410 that I had was a bolt action.
Yeah.
I had a bolt action 410 that actually shucked the shell out of it and had a clip that went in the bottom of it. So you had, what was it?
It was a Marlin, or it could have been a Western Auto.
I don't know Western Auto, but it said Sears and
I was going
Roebuck
to say
on it.
Sears and Roebuck's what I had in the 20 gauge in the bolt action.
That's what it was. Yeah.
You made it for both.
Oh yeah.
Probably Marlin. But you ask about the 410, so this ain't my opinion. The past several years, you know, this has been very popular as a turkey gun. It's because of one thing, and that's a thing called TSS.
Right.
Tungsten Super Shot
Oh yeah.
brought the 410. Calls it.
Yep.
Who is it? Rossi
Yeah.
made that little Tuffy.
Mhm.
I've got, I think it's Rossi.
Yeah, it's a single shot.
Tuffy shotgun, and Savage. Savage makes a single barrel shotgun. It's called 301.
Is that Savage
And
or Stevens?
Huh?
Stevens makes a 301.
I think Savage.
Kind of, sort of, but you're right. It's got Stevens written on it.
Oh, so that is a Savage, though. Okay.
But,
all right. Well, understandably, a lot of stuff does.
But they sold a blue million of those things.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they sure did.
You know, I want my kid to turkey hunt. It's a 410. He's not worried about the kick. TSS shells. Truthfully, you can kill, if everything goes right, you get the right choke, kill a turkey at 40 yards.
Easy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that, but it's been done a lot. 410 just exploded, as did some of the other sub gauges, because of TSS. Now, I think it's going to remain popular as long as we can get and try to still afford TSS.
Right.
Yeah.
Where that's going to go,
The TSS is kind of like the diesel prices right now.
It's $79 for 4 shells. I think 4 or 5 shells.
5 shells, or some of them it's more than that.
Yeah.
Our buddies, the Chinese, unfortunately, control most of the TSS. Not TSS, but tungsten.
Right.
What they make TSS out, tungsten super shop.
Oh yeah.
So, it's a 1D, I think, but it's made on that note, a lesser gauge. Some days I think if you've got a 20 gauge 3-inch and can shoot TSS, then we'll get yelled at for this. I'm not sure why you need a 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
20 gauge 3-inch with choke. And you can look at, there's all kinds of good choke guys. I've done a lot of work. There's some people in Georgia, you've heard of them. They're called True Lock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
True Lock. They make a choke for shooting badminton birdies, I'd say. I mean,
Yeah.
they do unreal work. They'll make a choke. How they do it, I don't know what the difference is, truthfully. But they made it, for example, the 301. They made a choke to shoot TSS when that gun came out from a 410 301 to shoot a specific shell.
Yeah.
Federal number.
That's crazy.
And Scott Truelock who I talked to, great guy. I see him at shot, talked to him more. He said when he started his goal, what Oak was in that gun, he wanted to double the pellet count, which almost most TSS is measured in a 10-inch circle at 40 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And he came within a couple pellets of what the stock choke really wasn't that bad. But when he got done, I think he was putting, which is about my experience, it was about 175 or 80 pellets
Wow.
in a 10-inch circle at 40 yards with a 410.
That's crazy.
That many shot in the dang shell to begin with.
Yeah.
But they do some amazing things with the 410 now.
Yeah, they sure do. Well, Larry, it's been a pleasure talking to you as always, and we sure enjoy your expertise and company.
Well, buddy, you're very kind, and thank you for putting up with me. And
Oh, anytime.
maybe if you'll ever have me back, maybe next time, I won't sound like I crawled out of the ditch somewhere.
No, we're good. We know you've been at turkey camp. It can be a little rough on you.
I don't know why you guys like this so much. It's very stressful.
All right, brother. Well, we sure appreciate you, and we thank you for coming on.
I would leave you with this. When you get up in the middle of the night, the day sure lasts a long time.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yep, it does. All right, Larry. Thanks, sir. You have a great evening.
Thank you guys very much.
Yes,
Thank you, Mike.
Yep, thanks, Larry.
Sure appreciate you.
Guys, don't forget to check out naturesvoicegamecalls.com and use podcast 15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order.
Well, I would encourage all of our listeners to go and check out the live chat. It's live right now, but even after we post this video, you can still go on there and we'll monitor those comments. You can talk about the shotguns that you like. You can talk about your shotgun selection, shooting techniques, and how you care for those rifles. So,
Shotguns.
Rifles, shotguns. I don't even know where I got that from.
If it's an 870, it can be both.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shotguns that can be both.
I don't even know
Slug
why I said rifles.
and-
But anyways, we always love having Larry on. He's great. So
Very knowledgeable.
one of the things that we haven't got to do is Caleb's been out doing his little
Dave stuff. I mean,
his little military gallivanting, whatever you want to call it. Mom's over here like, yeah, we know. We got little man here. He's just hanging out.
He's just chilling like a villain.
Yeah, Liam was over here listening to it. And he just looks. He's like, oh yeah, I like that.
yeah.
We got to raise him right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he
absolutely.
can hear the conversations of the outdoors like you're at deer camp.
Yeah, because it may be a thing of the past.
That's one of the things that we got to carry on. Like the Appalachian Bowhunter Challenge that they had up there this weekend, that was like a massive deer camp full of archery shooters.
That's awesome.
I mean, they had the fire, they had the drinks, they had the food, they had the camaraderie. You had it all right there. And there was like 50 contestants. And it was an awesome time.
Nice.
If you guys haven't checked into it, go and check it out and get registered whenever they bring their information out for next year. I myself watching it wants to train and for next year. And I'm like, I have to start now. I mean, sure. I have to start training now because you're climbing 1,000 foot in elevation.
Yeah.
Like you're climbing the Black Diamond there at Winter Place.
Sure.
So I was like, Caleb probably wouldn't have a problem doing it because he trains all the time for the military. And now me and Dan, on the other hand, we walk on flat ground. We're flatlanders.
I can't say that. I do a lot of walking. When turkey season puts me through my paces.
Yeah, but that's not all the time.
No,
we're not always hunting.
Well, and I don't pipeline no more hardly.
Yeah.
So I'm not up and down the mountains like I used to be.
So if you get a chance, go to AppalachianBowhunterChallenge.org and check them out. And just look at some of the photos and stuff that we post and some of the videos. I mean, it was exciting. So go ahead there, bub.
Grab me a box.
Grab you a little box there at the end of the table and check out what you got there. So Bonds Creek Knives is one of our new partners, and they have hooked us up with for all of our, podcast
Even
guys.
the ones that don't show up half the time.
This guy. Hey, just know that I hope you sleep well under your blanket of freedom, of which I provide.
I sleep great considering I provided that freedom as well. Thank you, sir.
Not now.
He
Not
was
now. Now
he
you can
was
sleep
there. Yeah, yep, that's for sure.
Yeah. I provided my own freedom.
So I'm gonna stop the outro music here real quick,
That's
so we
not
can
a-
get to this
that's
real
not my
quick.
own freedom.
So go ahead and check out what you got there.
This box is insane.
I love
Is
the
it
box.
not?
This is the coolest box ever.
And he drew that. That was
Yeah.
his drawings.
The owner of the company,
Yeah.
that's his artistic work there.
He drew this?
Yeah.
He sure did.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
His mommy made him draw when he was young.
He had the
Good
color.
one.
Dave, we're talking about you.
Oh, we'll get a message.
Yeah, he'll probably chat in here in a little bit.
Jackalope.
So that is the jackalope.
I thought this was a bookmarker. I was about to say,
Well,
man,
I
can't
believe
read,
it
He
can
can't
be.
read.
but
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
read.
He can't read,
That's the
though.
issue.
Dave reads a lot, but he didn't know you couldn't read. So,
Oh man.
so with your current military aspect on things and how that is,
That's nice.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's very sharp.
I can tell you it holds an edge very well.
Man, that is a quality.
Since
I hope
we-
so, because I've used the crap out of mine.
Since we haven't had a good turkey season, I haven't, gutted anything yet, but I plan to use that really well during deer season. But I have whittled on some sticks, and it has not touched the blade.
Well, here's one thing that I like is like you look at the top of that blade and look how thick it is.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
it's not a flimsy knife.
No. It's definitely got a
It's
thick tang.
great in your hand.
It
This is
makes a good
awesome.
screwdriver. I had to use it today. I was
Well,
out and
Dave,
about.
looks like you're going to get a warranty claim here pretty soon.
hey, shouldn't have to worry about it. It
Yeah.
should be used for everyday purpose.
Yeah, well-
that's one of my everyday purposes. I
Well-
sometimes don't have the shit I need, and I use a knife.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver. We have to have that. Dave, is it under warranty if we use this thing as a screwdriver?
I'm pretty sure it said 100% guaranteed warranty, no matter what.
Oh, Lord.
Did I not tell him when we talked to him on the? I'm going to put it through the paces.
You did, yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
sure
that's
did.
one of the paces I'm putting it through.
So you're
I needed it to tighten something up, and I used it.
Yeah.
Worked great. Didn't I'll tell you what? Look at it. Tell me where I used it at.
I can't.
You can't tell.
Can't tell.
Didn't
Yeah.
hurt it a bit. Didn't even. I'm assuming it's
I mean,
like
you
a
got just
powder coated type.
Yeah, you just got a little bit of the powder coat that's off of it, but other than that, it's fine.
There's no nicks. There's no.
So
Thick,
this is
sharp
100%
spots in it.
made in West Virginia, Caleb.
Really?
100% made in West Virginia. Your clip there is based out of New York. They're a USA company. We talked to Dave in Morgantown, and we asked him about all of his products and stuff on what he uses to do this. And I said, "So how's things going with tariffs and stuff?" And he was like, "We don't really worry about tariffs because we don't use anything out of country.
Right.
My
America,
man.
baby.
My man.
100%
My
made
man.
USA knife,
That is
case,
awesome.
clip, everything."
Dave,
So that is a G10 carbon fiber, I believe it is.
Yeah.
that
I
what
think-
it is?
I think so.
G10 carbon fiber on the
Handle.
tang there, the handle.
Yep.
They don't use wood because wood don't last. When you're
man.
going through the test of things and you're hammering on it. I was thinking the other day when I was out in the woods turkey hunting out there at BJ's property, and I stuck it in the tree just to take a picture. I want to try to get some pictures for them. And as I was sitting there not hearing turkeys, like Caleb's been walking through the woods not hearing turkey,
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
whittling, on a stick, and I was like, man, you could take this thing and use it as a survival knife. Like he's talking
Absolutely.
about how thick the tang is.
Sure.
You could take it, put it on a stick, and go ahead and
Hammer it down.
hammer it
split
down,
split your wood. Yeah.
split your wood for some kindling.
And even the other ones, they're bigger one. The
Yeah, it starts with an S.
yeah,
Scavenger.
scavenger.
Yeah.
I've looked at that and I thought that same thing. I'm like, shoot, you could.
Yeah.
This would absolutely 100% be a perfect survival knife because
Yep.
it's not. It's not like 4 foot long or not. You
No.
know, it's a perfect handheld size still.
Yep,
Yeah.
sure is. So you can use podcast 10 and go to their website right now, bondscreekknives.com, or it's Bond Creek Forge.
Creek's Forge.
Yep.
Yep.
bondscreekforge.com, and you can get $10 off of your order there. So we sure appreciate everybody, you know, supporting the people that support us. And what do you think there, bud?
That is the nicest knife I've ever owned. And I've owned Argali's, Benchmade's. Like, that is a very, very well built knife. And see, like, my thing is, like, when I gut a deer, I was taught that you split the pelvic bone.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot count how many knives I have snapped.
Oh yeah, snapped or rolled the edges.
Or rolled the edges off.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
I promise you,
You ain't doing it.
I'm gonna gut a deer with that, and it's gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Like, this is an extremely nice knife.
Mm.
Dave, thank you very much.
Yep.
And that's
This
not
is
even the one they
awesome.
utilize for the deer. That's their smaller game.
That's mid-size.
That's their mid-size, like
That's the
smaller
mid-size.
game turkeys
Oh,
and
man.
trouts and stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
When-
scavenger is more their larger game
When-
stuff.
yeah,
Well,
scavengers
now I
are
have to
larger.
kill a turkey because hey,
trying.
maybe this is what it was. I didn't have a good turkey knife.
I don't
to
know. I've had it
clean
for
me
a while
bird.
now. And I
Now,
ain't got
now
one.
that you got one in your vest, you
Now,
probably get
now
about
that I've got this in my vest,
Hope so, 'cause it hasn't worked for me.
60% of the time it
It
works
works all the
100% of the
time.
time. Yeah, all the time that
Yeah.
I'll kill a turkey.
Well,
So
Chris Ashley, he has Bonds Creek Knives. Bonds
He
Creek
just
Knives
posted a nice video.
is a
utilizing
partner of
it.
his as well. And Chris is from here in West Virginia. He does a lot of videos and things like that. Works with a lot of outdoor companies. Passion for the wild and wonderful. And they were out in Montana.
Yep.
And every one of them guys that went out there bagged a turkey. And he's got some great photos with it.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
but yeah, we sure appreciate everybody listening tonight and watching in on the live. We've got to cut it a little short. My daughter's birthday's tonight, so happy birthday to her. 18th birthday.
Whoop, whoop.
She's finally a young adult.
Young adult.
Isn't that nuts? I got one that's 18. I got one that's 20. It seems like that right there. You better cherish when he's little because
Goes
you
quick.
told me today. It's just like he come out of the womb like
I
a
just
week
brought
ago.
him, just brought him home.
Just brought him home.
and now he's standing on his own. And
Yeah, he
throwing
go-
a fit when we don't give him the little like veggie puffs that he likes.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
screaming at me.
All right, guys. Well, be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Carbon TV, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. We sure appreciate everybody listening tonight. Thank y'all. This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Backwater Truck Supply, located at 100 Armor Creek Road in Nitro, West Virginia, right across from the Town and Country Supply. Contact them today at 304-610-8699 or check them out at backwatertrucksupply.westvirginia.com. Backwater Truck Supply specializes in accessorying your ride to your liking, new or old. Does your Jeep or truck need lifted or a leveling kit installed? They've got you covered. New tires, oil change, or minor automotive repairs? They got you covered there as well, with a full-service lift along with a wheel balancing machine. They are affiliates with some of the top brands in the automotive industry. Contact them today at 304-610-8699 or check them out at backwatertrucksupply.westvirginia.com. This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Stick Tamer Bow Silencers. Are you a traditional archery hunter or shooter? Stick Tamer was specifically designed for the recurve shooter. Made of a hybrid foam rubber material, Stick Tamer is designed to deaden string slap and limb vibration. Stick Tamer reduces limb and string noise, water resistant, and lasts shot after shot. Made in the USA from a hybrid foam rubber for durability. To purchase Stick Tamer and for more information, visit 3riversarchery.com and blackwidowbows.com. Stick Tamer bow silencers are available exclusively at 3riversarchery.com and blackwidowbows.com.